Hey guys, it's your girl Neoshi, and I want to thank you for tuning into this frequency called Neoshi Hypno. I'm a clinical and transpersonal hypnotherapist, best known for my hypnosis and past life regression sessions. I believe that we're each placed here in this earth at this time, at this very unique, specific time on earth for a particular reason. My purpose is to assist with, I guess you could say, the ascension, somebody will call. But my purpose here in this life is to help you heal your soul, break through blockages, and align with your divine purpose. I do this through my sessions. Um, I also, in my sessions, help connect with your guides, ancestors, and be able to understand and hear your higher self more clearly. Um, I am not for everybody. Let's get that out the way. But if you're here, I feel like your guides have led you to me because I hear that a lot of my sessions. Your guides have led you to this video, which means that there's something in it for you. And I'm blessed. I feel blessed and thankful to be able to assist you and receiving whatever information you might receive from this video. This video that I'm going to show with you right now is unique. It's very special. All of my sessions are, but I wanted to share this specific video with you as I have my other videos. Um, Keep in mind, I did get permission from my clienters to share this session. So it may not be, most likely it's not the whole session, but you have a very important part of the session that may hold something for you. And I hope that you can get something out of this. So in a second, I'll show you that video. But before you do, don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this whenever they're posted. You can also click the bell there to get an alert whenever it's posted. If you like this video as well, be sure to thumbs up, share with someone you think that it may be able to help as well. Okay, I guess that's enough talking about me and everything else. Here's a video. I hope you enjoy.
With the children.
With children?
Mm.
How many children are there?
3.
3. Do you feel young or old?
I feel young,
How young do you feel?
maybe 35, 40, something like that.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel male or female?
Female
Mm-hmm. Where are you?
in the house,
In the house? What are you doing there in the house?
playing with the children.
Playing with the children. Who are these children?
I think they're my children.
Mm-hmm. What do you notice there as you're playing with the children?
They just having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this one little boy. It's 2 girls and a boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he just always laid his head on my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
He was the youngest one.
Mm-hmm. How old are these children?
They young children look like they could walk, and they look like maybe 6, 5, 2, like
Mm-hmm.
that, or 3, right behind each other.
Mm-hmm. This place that you're in, you feel like you live there, a place you're visiting?
Feel like I live there.
Mm-hmm. Describe this place. What does it look like?
Well, it's nothing fancy. It's just a little house, and it's got a couch and table, uh, a table to sit and eat. It's a small place, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just a small place.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing. It's just mediocre, you know.
Mm-hmm. I want you to get more acquainted, connect with your body. Describe yourself, your body, your size, your stature.
Well, I'm medium to small size, and I wore my hair in like a short bob, bang in the front, and um, just medium build.
Mm-hmm. What are you wearing there?
Look like a short dress, It's above my knee.
Mm-hmm.
Look like during that time it's what people wore or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Describe the stress.
Look like it had little flowers in it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Might be beige white, but got little flowers in it. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
beige flowers.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just a plain little cute dress.
Mm-hmm. What are you wearing on your feet?
Um, look like some little loafers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What color is your skin?
It's black.
What color is your hair?
It's black.
Mm-hmm. Are you wearing any accessories?
No, I'm not wearing any accessories that I can see.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Mm-hmm.
cause the dress, it had a high collar.
Mm-hmm.
It just stopped around my neck.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a plain dress.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel there?
I feel okay there. I mean, the children help, uh, with their activities. They help me from being lonesome, but their father was always out in the streets all the time.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
I was more, um, I would say I was more on the shy side, and so and he was more on the other side. We were different as far as that.
Mm-hmm.
He was more outgoing, but uh, and I mainly just stayed home, cooked, and kept the house clean.
Mm-hmm. And what's going on there? I'm playing with the boys. What happened next?
Only thing I can see is a funeral.
Funeral. Mm-hmm. Whose funeral is it?
It was the oldest girl,
Mm-hmm.
Michelle.
How old is she there?
The casket is small.
Mm-hmm.
It's she may have been 6, something like that. She was the oldest though.
Mm-hmm. And how did she? What caused her death?
I was driving um with all three of them in the car,
Mm-hmm.
and she died from that accident. And I think the other little girl had problems from it. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the little boy was all right, but uh, I had been drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was drinking a little because I was sad because he was always gone,
Mm-hmm.
and and that's just what happened. I went over a little embankment,
Mm-hmm. How do you feel there?
just praying at that moment that they were okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I later found out she had died.
Mm-hmm. What are your other children's names?
I think the other girl name was Maria.
Mm-hmm. What about your son? What's his name?
Lamont.
What's his name?
Lamont
Lamont. Mm-hmm. And what's your husband's name?
Charles
Charles. And what does Charles call you? What's your name?
Claire.
Claire. What year is it for you, Claire?
I want to say in I want to say in the 80s or 90s.
Mm-hmm. What part of the world do you live in?
I didn't even.
What? Where? Where you live?
Um, I think I lived out west in California.
California. Mm-hmm. So what are you doing there now, Claire?
Well, after her funeral, I was just lost
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get over it. I really went down, and he and I really got on bad terms, even worse.
Mm-hmm.
and he wanted a divorce,
Mm-hmm.
and he married someone else.
Mm-hmm. I want you to connect with Charles's energy there. Do you recognize his energy as anyone in your current life?
Yes, I had met him at my son's restaurant.
Mm-hmm. I want you to get connected to your children's energy there. Do you recognize their energy as anyone in your current life?
You know,
Mm-hmm. Right. What kind of work do you do, Claire?
well, I was doing hair.
Mm-hmm.
Um, wasn't that good at it. Just something to do, and I I worked in this shop,
Mm-hmm.
and he worked there too. He
Mm-hmm.
did hair too, and that's how he met this new lady, this new woman. She
Mm-hmm.
owned the shop.
Mm-hmm. Were
She was
you?
older than him.
Mm-hmm. Were you? Are you and Charles married?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. What's your last name?
uh, Garner or Gardner or something like that.
Mm-hmm. What's your maiden name?
Oh,
What's your first impressions? What name?
I remember.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Mm-hmm. What kind of work does Charles do?
He worked in the same beauty shop.
Mm-hmm. What did he do there?
Did hair
Mm-hmm. So tell me what's happening there?
at the shop. He thought I didn't know about him uh, messing around with the owner of the shop. She was a nice looking lady.
Mm-hmm.
And but everybody in the shop knew.
Mm-hmm.
They just thought I didn't know, but I knew, and I was just that um I just let people ran over me.
Mm-hmm.
And but
Mm-hmm.
I knew.
How old are you there?
I'm gonna say 37.
Mm-hmm. What else happens there?
I didn't hear you.
What happens next there?
Uh, there was a guy there,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a guy. He liked me, and that's all I can see is there was a guy that liked me at that shop, and he knew what was going on. Everybody knew what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and even me, but they thought I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just fooling around with her. And I just let it went on because I was just that meek and mild and weak,
Mm-hmm. What thoughts go through your mind about that?
just how I was during that time.
Mm-hmm.
I was just fearful. And, I basically just depended on him. And he liked more of a stronger one. And I wasn't that.
Mm-hmm.
He liked women that had things and owned things and had money. And I wasn't that. I didn't have anything.
Mm-hmm. Describe your husband, Charles.
Um, he's extremely light, pale almost,
Mm-hmm.
and he's very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And I say maybe about 5'11", 5'10", 5'11", something like that, and had dark hair.
Mm-hmm. So what happens next there? You're still in the salon there?
I'm back at home,
Mm-hmm.
but he wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with the children again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I want you to.
She wasn't the only woman. He just
Mm-hmm.
picked her,
Mm-hmm.
chose her because of what she had. But it was women all the time. He dealt with all of them, prostitutes and anything. He did it all.
Mm-hmm.
And but I just let things happen and I let things go until the day he told me that he wanted a divorce and he was going to marry her. He
Mm-hmm.
was going to get married.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew who it was and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I just let it go, let it happen
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's go
because
ahead. Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like I had a choice. I didn't do anything. I didn't have any money. I didn't, it was just it.
Mm-hmm.
So he basically did like he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's go ahead and close this scene. Close this scene. I'll count from 3 to 1. You'll be in the next important event in that same lifetime is clear. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and be there. Now, tell me what's happening there.
It's his wedding day.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
About the same age, 37, 38, something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
I think I went crazy that day.
Who are you?
I went to the place that he was getting married.
Mm-hmm.
And it was at this house or something. I don't quite understand it, but I walked through there and
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just out of my head. He took Lamont from me too.
Tell me more
He
about
took
that.
he took him from me, and after he took Lamont, I guess I let it go because of Michelle, and nothing I could do about it. He took him, and I didn't have no money or anything like that, so
Mm-hmm.
he took him from me, and so I just didn't have anything then.
Mm-hmm.
And so I walked through that house. I knew he was getting married, and then everybody was looking at me. But I just walked through the house,
Mm-hmm.
and I came out one of the doors. I walked out of one of the doors, and I remember the way I was feeling that day, like I was just torn up. And then somebody, a guy, while I was walking down the sidewalk, I walked through the place, and I'm like I said, people were looking. They knew who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked through the place and walked out down the sidewalk, and I was just distraught. I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy brought out Lamont, and Lamont was just what 3, 2, 3, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought him out to me, and I'm sure Charles probably told him take him on out there or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy brought Lamont out to me, and and Lamont had the worst looking look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
He just looked so sad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who this guy was. I don't know who he was. I remember looked like he had a hat on his head.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw Lamont, I walked on down the street. I didn't even say anything to Lamont. I saw him from the side of my eyes. I just kept going.
Mm-hmm. What thoughts going through your mind there?
I just felt like dying.
Mm-hmm.
I was just distraught. I
Mm-hmm. What
mean,
What are you wearing there?
I remember having a coat on, so it must have been kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember this coat I had, and I had it closed up with my hands in the pockets
Mm-hmm.
and walking down the street.
Mm-hmm. What happens next there?
That's all I remember. I know I didn't have a car, anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't even know how I got back home or anything. I
Mm-hmm.
was just out of it that day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Let's, mhm. Let's go ahead and close that scene. Close that scene. I'll count from 3 to 1. You'll move to another important event in that same lifetime is clear. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Be there. Now, tell me what's happening here.
he had gotten married, and he had gotten to where he was trying to keep the house up for me or whatever, because bringing me a little money. I didn't have a job or anything like that, so and he'd bring Lamont by for me to see Lamont and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. While the new wife was sitting in the car waiting for him to come out. and
Mm,
he wanted to have sex with me right quick before he went back out to her.
mhm,
And that's when he'd give me money. And he'd bring the money in for me to send. And I feel ashamed for the things I had to do,
mhm,
the things I had to do to make money.
mhm. Did you have sex with him when he wanted you to? Mhm,
I had sex with other people too, trying to make some money. And I
mhm,
didn't have sense enough to think that it was other ways. I
mhm,
was just lost.
mhm. What thoughts going through your mind about that?
I feel sorry for her, me,
Mhm,
and wish I could have pulled up. I could have pulled up. I just wish I could have.
mhm,
But I didn't. I chose another way out.
mhm. What happens next there?
Well, I was distraught. And, he'd give me, like I said, he'd give me money and go back and jump in the car with her and bring the money and whatever. And anyway, one day I just decided I just didn't want to have anything else to do with anything.
Mhm,
And so when he came by there, I called his name and I did it. I shot myself in the head.
Tell me more about that day before that happens. Who are you there with?
I was by myself. Was always by myself.
Mhm. How old were you there?
It was always same age, 38, something like that. I was in my late 30s.
Mhm. Where were you?
I was at the same house.
Mhm, mhm,
But for some reason, I keep saying, I don't know who this is.
mhm.
Somebody, a woman come in the back door. I don't understand it.
Tell me more
Look,
about that.
look like she and I were arguing, and I can't picture who that woman is. And looked like we were arguing about him. I don't know. I
Mhm,
don't know.
mhm. And you're there at home, and you said he comes by. What happens when he comes by? Where are you at home?
Well, I let him in, and then we going back to the bedroom. Do what I'm gonna do, and then he leaves.
Mhm. And what happens after he leaves?
I just feel like nothing,
Mhm.
nothing, and he
Let's-
didn't care either.
Tell me what thoughts go through your mind before you pull the trigger there.
I more or less wanted him to see, and it was more so I wanted to do it, and I didn't want to do it,
Mhm,
but I wanted to hurt him. I just wanted him to see what he had did. And I remember calling his name,
mhm,
and I put the gun up when he turned around, getting ready to leave. And I put the gun up to my head. And I remember him saying, and I did. I don't even know if I figured I was gonna kill myself or what. I don't know.
mhm,
I just wanted to let him see what he had did.
mhm. And as your spirit rises out of that body and above that scene, you can look below at that scene. What happens right after you pull the trigger?
He screamed. He got the boy out of there. And I think she comes in and they call the police.
Mhm, mhm. And thoughts go through your mind as you see that?
I shouldn't have done it.
Mhm,
The worst thing you can do.
mhm.
the worst thing you can do.
And what does he do when he sees what you've done?
He just, he, like he puts his hands over his head or something like that. It got to him, and maybe that's what I wanted, but that's not the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not the way.
What
I
happened
wish
to
I
you?
could do it over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I wish I could do it over.
Claire, is there anyone you want to speak with from that life before you move on?
I'd like to speak to Michelle.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Talk to Michelle. What do you want to say to her?
Michelle, you remember that song I used to sing to you? Michelle, my pal. Michelle, my pal. You're my one, my only one for me. My Michelle. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. You were always my
Tell her what you're apologizing for. What are you sorry about?
for letting your father's mistakes affect me in the way that they did.
Mm-hmm.
That you didn't completely get to live your life like you should have.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved you so much. Just know that I did, and I still do love you so much.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, take a deep breath and be Michelle. When you're Michelle, nod your head here. Michelle, what do you say back to your mom?
I'm happy. I am so happy. And I want you to forgive yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive yourself and love yourself because you never did. You never loved yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I used to tell you how pretty you were, and you were. You just didn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
You were a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hold anything. I loved you, and I'm happy, and I forgive
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, take a deep breath in and be clear. When you're clear, nod your head yes. Claire, what do you say back to your daughter?
I miss you, my baby. You were the big girl. Even as young as you were my little big girl. And you used to try and take care of mom, even though you were so small. And I miss my big girl. And I want you to be at peace. Be at peace.